Hi and welcome to the Market Alert for Tuesday the 30th of September 2025. So stocks go nowhere ahead of government shutdown as gold soars to record high. A slow day ahead of government shutdown roller coaster. Currently the US government having to print 1 trillion for every 100 days to keep things moving in the right direction. So that's what this is all about. No doubt they'll manage to do that. US stocks saw mild gains to start a week as Nvidia gains supported stocks in light news flow. And stocks grind higher with dollar sold ahead of key US labour data, which obviously is the non-farm payrolls for this week. Economic news for today. Let's have a quick look. We've got... bring it back. It just seems to have sprung up there. There we go. Yeah, so we've got German CPI. It's one of these bonkers ones because they don't actually give a time when it's actually going to be released. It's an all-day event. It can be sprung upon the markets at any time. ECB Lagarde is going to be speaking at 10 minutes to 2. And then you've got the JOLTS opening as well at 3 p.m. So all eyes on this one. But forecast to come out more or less the same, just 100,000 difference there. CB consumer confidence, and Trump again is going to be speaking at 4 p.m. No doubt about the fact that he's just got his mate with him, Blair, to look after Gaza. You can't make this stuff up. You really can't make this stuff up. So let's have a look at yesterday's quiet day and kick off with the Dow. So yesterday in the Dow, the market tried to move higher. Did it in the electronic market, and then when the cash market opened, prices moved lower. That said, we're above the 5-bar moving average. The momentum is still on the plus side there, but saying that, if you look at the stochastics, which are slightly lagging there, a bit of a crossover there at the moment, just turning down slightly. 30-minute charts, again you can see the electronic market was fine, cash market different ball game. People offloading but then bringing the market back, and overnight we're just sitting below the DP there. Meanwhile, in the German DAX, we're still stuck in this sideways range. Thought we may have had an opportunity to break out yesterday. We did move higher, but then nothing came of it. But the market is above the 5-bar moving average, still heading to the upside there. 30-minute chart. We had a bit of a sell-off to begin with, a bit of a bounce just after 10. And then mid-morning, we see the market move lower before we saw it move back. And then we've been stuck in this range ever since. So it is very quiet. The market's obviously focused upon those non-farm payroll numbers, which are very important for Trump and for the Fed, and whether he gets rid of Powell or not. Let's have a look at the S&P. So in the S&P, this too moving up and trading to the 89% retracement. Needs to get through this if it's to take out the all-time high of 6699. 30-minute charts, again electronic market was up, cash market down, but overnight price is stable at the sort of DP area there, so just holding its own. Meanwhile, you can't make this crap up, you really can't. Yesterday, Labour conference, Rachel from accounts, we end up nearly at an all-time high, even though she's proposing VAT changes on private health and all sorts of other things. We see the markets moving higher. You just really cannot make this up, and now he's still there. It's beyond me. I just don't want to get political, but I think we all share the same exasperation of the current state of politics in the UK. 30-minute chart, we moved higher, and then the reality that she's going to screw everybody come November the 26th is already seems to be there, but that's been ignored by the markets. I mean, if Liz Truss had have had anything like this, it would have been the same as what happened when they sold 75 million quid's worth of futures, British pound futures, into the market to try and get rid of her, because she wasn't the one that was required by the World Economic Forum at the time. They wanted Rishi Sunak in because his father-in-law is part of the digital ID crowd. But there we go, I digress. Let's have a look at the US dollar. So the US dollar down yesterday, which you can see there, moving down, and overnight also some weakness there as well. Depends on these JOLTS numbers as well, out at 3 p.m. later this afternoon. But as it said in the headline, the metals are moving nicely, so let's take a look at those. And as you can see there, we're up in the silver market yesterday. We're also up on the overnight. $50 is on the cards now. Never thought I would hear myself say that, but it is. It just depends what happens when we get to 50. I think there'll be a bit of a pullback, and then we'll see a close above it, and then it's open waters, as they say. 30-minute chart yesterday, treading water overnight in Asia. We're just trying to move a bit higher there. We are above $47 an ounce. If we can stay above that, that would be great. But meanwhile, obviously, with Gaza, Trump, and all the rest of it, and the uncertainty globally with wars, you can see there the market for gold is continuing to move higher, and we're heading for $4,000 an ounce. I have heard ridiculous things like $5,000 before Christmas, which I don't buy. 4,000 certainly, which is fine by me. 3869, 3869 at the moment, so moving up quite nicely there. So look at the gold-silver ratio, and in the gold-silver ratio you can see gold's moving faster than silver at the moment, unless the silver price spikes out of that resistance today. But at the moment we've got a bit of a rest there, down at 82 gold silver ratio. It's incredible. It's coming out of the ground at 7-1, by the way, so you can see how again suppressed the price of silver is and how cheap it is, even at $47 per ounce. Right, a quick look at yesterday's trades. So we started off in the pre-market session with the market trading water, and it really didn't make any difference. Once we got into the cash market, we started off moving lower back down towards the high. We didn't quite get to it before the market then bounced off this level. We had a potential buy signal that the stop was hit before the sell side, and then the sell side moved down. We touched the high, and then we had another potential buy signal that was stopped out before it was filled, and it reverted to a sell signal, and the market moved back down to the high to the close, and then found a bit of support. Look at that buying coming in there, just blatant, isn't it? When you get used to looking at the volume, you can see exactly what they're up to. So we get an 89% retracement there. The market then sitting at the close and the high, which is really important, and then we managed to bounce off that level, obviously triggered by the buying that came in down at this level here. So then into the mid-morning, market trading water, declining slightly down to the DP, and then into the afternoon, which was dire. And you can expect some of this this afternoon as well, up until 3 p.m. Market went short, but you can see them buying back in there with the two bars, volume bars there that have spiked above the average, and then the market reversing and moving back to the upside there, keeping the market above Friday's high there as much as possible. But that fails as prices then come back. So very choppy. You can expect more of that until we get the NFP numbers on Friday. Okay, that's a quick roundup of where we are. Today, not much news. Depends what Lagarde says, and also what the surprise numbers will be from Germany as well. Right, that's it for this one. Have a great day, and as ever, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.